Welcome back again. Just one of our top stories that we brought to you at the beginning of the hour. President Obama selects his nominee to replace outgoing Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel. One America's Augusta Cassida brings us more on his decision from the White House.
On Tuesday, Ashton Carter moved to the top of the short list as President Obama's nominee for Secretary of Defense. If confirmed by Congress, the former Deputy Defense Secretary would replace outgoing Secretary Chuck Hagel, who abruptly resigned last week, facing pressure from the White House. After serving less than 2 years as Defense Secretary, Chuck Hagel shocked Washington and the defense world by submitting his resignation just before Thanksgiving. The unexpected move highlights ongoing tensions within the administration's national security team. And since he's stepped down, Hagel's camp has accused the White House of indecisiveness, revealing memos that question the administration's outlook on Russia and strategy for the war in Syria. After pushing Hagel out, the president has had a hard time finding a replacement, with several top contenders withdrawing their names, including the former leading man Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson, who expressed disinterest in the position. Now moving to the top of the short list is former Deputy Defense Secretary Ashton Carter. Carter is a senior executive at the Markle Foundation and a former Harvard professor. He's held a number of Pentagon posts during his defense career and oversaw some of the military's largest procurement programs, serving as Deputy Defense Secretary from 2011 to 2013. White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest contends that Carter deserves the job, joking that much like himself, his service in a deputy position is a good qualifier.
And I personally am a pretty strong advocate of people who have previously performed well in deputy roles being promoted to the top job.
In response to statements that previous defense secretaries have been critical of White House efforts to micromanage the Pentagon, Earnest argued that disagreements between the commander-in-chief and the Department of Defense are natural.
The president is pleased with their work, and the president has been proud of their leadership. But I think the kind of tension that you're describing is not at all unique to this administration.
If appointed, Carter would be the fourth Pentagon chief to serve in the Obama administration. But the clock is ticking. White House officials are pressing the president to name Hagel's replacement quickly, and we could expect a nomination by the end of the week. Augusta Cassida, One American News, Washington.